Alright, this is going to be a raw and unedited video. I'm going to try to keep these videos like this in the same kind of fashion. So here we go. This video is about the GOAT of all time for me. This is called an Engl Invader 150. Now, upon viewing this amp, you see that it has like a chrome plate, which is really cool. It's one of the cooler things about the Engl amps is that it has a chrome facing on it. Then it has the blue lighting, which gives it another aesthetic feel, and it's 4 channels, as you can see. Now, why is this amp the greatest of all time, in my opinion? It's a humble opinion. Not every amp is different. Every amp has their own characteristics and gain, and the features that it offers, right? There's the Friedman amps, there's the diesels, there's the revs, there's the KSRs, there's the Fryets, etc. Those are all really notable name brands I just said right there. What separates the pack from them to Engl? For me, it is simplicity. The Invader only has 4 channels, as you see, right? It has a clean. So let me just cycle through. So this is a clean, right there. It's clean. Then you have a crunch channel. Then you have a lead 1, and then you have a lead 2. Now, that is essentially it for the amp, right? This amp does cost quite a lot of money. It costs about $3,200 roughly, and it's fully MIDI amp. So if I change to here, it changes the preset right there, which is awesome. Another reason why this amp is amazing is for the ability to save presets, and it's actually a fully MIDI amp, meaning that if I go back to this, if I just save this, it is saved on my board right there, which comes in handy quite often for certain sets and whatnot. So let's talk specs. This amp is 150 watts. It uses EL34s. It says 6 EL34s at the moment, and it's a JJ set at the moment. I'm thinking about switching them out to Mullards, because my friend Jeremy Holge was telling me to do that. Then in the preamp section, it has 3 tungstels, then 1 Mullard in the effects buffer. Then from there goes the fun stuff. So, as I said before, this is a MIDI amp. So anything you touch on here gets affected within the memory unit, and then from there, it gets transferred from there to your board. So, the more you change a certain characteristic about this amp, the more that you learn. I should also mention that in the back of the amp, there are 2 effects loops, and it has a noise gate in the back of it as well. It's quite efficient that they have a noise gate on these. Sometimes, I will be honest, some noise gates from Engl aren't that great, but from what that's from what I've heard from people. But I think it's just operator error. So there's a lot of things like it can go wrong with like your tightness and your tone if your pickups aren't like you know, don't have any noise canceling stuff on the pickups. So okay, getting on to it. So why is this amp also so amazing? The clean channel is amazing. You can't go wrong with this clean. I know you're going to be like, shut up, I just want to hear you play. For this video, purposely, I'm just going to try to make it less than 10 minutes, or like at least 7 minutes long. I'm just going to explain why the amp is the greatest thing ever. So let's say you want to make a slightly pushed clean. You put this button right here, and then you have a slightly pushed crunch channel, which for this right here is really awesome. Then also there is a bright switch you can put on there as well, which I am going to put that on. And the bright switch, obviously, with this name, gives it a little bit more richness in the treble sections. Gives it like the mids a little bit more crispiness, and sounds great for those chimey tones. Now, the cool thing about these buttons right here is that they can be applied to every channel. Every single channel. So, like, if I want to have a gain on top of it, I can. If I don't, take that out. If I want to have an effects loop on or off, I can. If I want to have a noise gate on, I cannot for that channel. For the clean channel, you cannot have that. But if you're going to go to the crunch channel, you can have a noise gate on right there, which is quite essential. I like using the green master volume. That's another cool thing I'm going to get into is the master volumes right now. It's different voicings. This is really cool. I like messing with this quite a bit. The crunch channel on this is awesome, especially when you're using this and the green master volume. It sounds great. It's a great rhythm tone. It's kick-ass. I love it so much. I should also mention that this amp has Presence and Death Punch. Chris, what are these? So basically, Presence acts as your treble, and then Death Punch acts as your bass. So the more bass, you're going to get it from there. And the more like thunderous lows you're going to have. So the cool thing about this amp is the feature of the master volumes. You can actually switch a master volume and tailor the type of like tone you want because the EQ on these guys are different. The EQ pots on these, it's a little bit more drier and a little bit more meaner. So that's another cool thing I like about the Engl Invader is this option right here. Continuing on, I should go here. This is where the fun stuff happens. This is my proprietary crunch channel, my rhythm tone, and my lead tone. Channel 3 on this is insane. There's a lot of gain on tap. The gain on this is very rich, and it sings. It sings so much, especially when you match it with its cab right here, which is the Engl XXL cabinet, which is the taller, oversized cabinet. With British-made V30s, by the way. That's an important thing to mention. So, this amp is amazing, and Channel 4 is a little much. I will be honest, the Channel 4 is a bit much. I don't use it that often. There's just too much mids on this one. Channel 4 is a solo channel, which is kind of like, it's hard to explain. There's way too much mids on this. Like, I would try to tailor it back a bit if possible. But yeah, I cannot wait to show you guys how this thing sounds. And I should also mention that it has a 116 ohm, 2 8s, 2 4s, the ability to actually use this as a power amp, and then there's MIDI switches over here, and it just looks really great inside. So there we go. That is the Engl Invader 150 talking. We'll get to tones later. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you please like and subscribe, make sure you don't cry after watching this video because it's ending now. And make sure to hit that bell and subscribe so you can see more videos from me. So take care, guys.